If someone is constantly buying you gifts, texting you all day, and telling you how perfect you are, you shouldn't feel lucky. You should be absolutely terrified, because this is a dark psychology tactic designed to hijack your brain. If you don't spot it, you'll lose your confidence, your boundaries, and your sense of reality. You know that feeling walking away from a conversation thinking you're losing your mind? That's not an accident. Today, I'm exposing exactly how manipulators pull your strings. I'll show you 3 devastating tactics, the exact red flag phrases they use, and how to shut them down instantly. But make sure you watch closely, because the last tactic is one you've probably fallen for this week without even realizing it. Let's start with that terrifying affection. In psychology, this is called love bombing. It's when someone drowns you in attention, compliments, and gifts early on. Why? To create a massive psychological debt. They build you up just so they can use your guilt against you later. Picture this. You've known someone for 2 weeks. They're already talking about marriage, sending flowers daily, calling you their soulmate. Feels amazing, right? That's exactly what they want you to think. If you really loved me, you would. Has this happened to you? According to Dr. George K. Simon, a clinical psychologist and author of In Sheep's Clothing, manipulators use this fake charm to hide a deeply aggressive agenda. They want you compliant. But love bombing is just the setup. Once they have you hooked, they deploy a much darker weapon to keep you trapped in the relationship. It's called gaslighting, systematically making you doubt your own memory. You confront them about a lie, and suddenly you are the problem. Watch out for these exact phrases. You're remembering it wrong. I never said that. You're too sensitive. They usually say this while displaying some very specific body language. Based on FBI behavioral analysis research, watch their face. You'll often see an unblinking, predatory stare meant to intimidate you. Or you might catch a micro-expression, a tiny split-second smirk of contempt right when they see you getting confused. Normal confusion equals concerned eyebrows. Manipulator equals lips tighten, eyes narrow slightly, chin tilts down. As devastating as gaslighting is, there is one tactic that is far more dangerous because it weaponizes your own empathy against you. This is called the victim flip. You catch them doing something completely wrong, but by the end of the argument, you are the one apologizing. They use covert aggression to make you feel like the bad guy for holding them accountable. Example, they show up 2 hours late to your date. You say, "Hey, I was worried." Their response, "Wow, I guess my work doesn't matter to you? I'm just stressed trying to provide for us." Suddenly, you're apologizing for being upset. "I was just joking, can't you take a joke?" Everyone else thinks you're overreacting. Pay close attention to their physical positioning here. They will often invade your personal space or subtly block the exit to the room, trapping you in an emotional pressure cooker. Has someone ever done this to you? Blocked your path, stood too close while you were trying to leave an argument? That's not passion, that's psychological warfare. This is the exact tactic you likely fell for this week, letting someone else's bad behavior become your fault. But what do you actually do when you spot these signs? How do you take your power back before they ruin your mental health? Once you know their playbook, they can't play you. When you detect manipulation, here is your exact action framework. Use this immediate response phrase. "I remember what happened. Let's not rewrite history." Then set one firm boundary. "I will not continue this conversation if my feelings are invalidated." If they push back, that is your cue to walk away immediately. And here's critical. When you say this, stand tall, maintain eye contact, and keep your voice steady. Manipulators scan for weakness in your posture. If you slump or look away, they'll smell blood. Remember that victim flip we just talked about? The reason you keep falling for it is because you have empathy and they don't. You expect them to play by the same moral rules you do, but they aren't. Once you stop reacting emotionally, their entire power structure completely collapses. According to Dr. Robert Hare's psychopathy checklist research and confirmed by Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence Studies, dark personality types do not see you as a human being. They see you as an object, a tool to get what they want. You cannot love them into changing, and you cannot out-argue them. Your only defense is radical observation and unbreakable boundaries. If you've experienced these phrases, your brain's been rewired by emotional stress. In the next video, I'll show you the exact psychological process to heal from a manipulator and get your old self back. Click it right now.